The first thing I want to focus on is the skill of asking questions. And not just how are you or kind of what's going on in your life, because they tend to elicit baseless answers. It's like when you see your neighbor outside and you ask, hey, how are you? You don't really care how they are, or at least I don't think you do. Most people probably don't. I know often I ask that same question hollowly, and then perhaps I get into a conversation with someone and sometimes I think, oh, why did I do that? Or other times I actually feel enlightened because they actually gave me an answer. But it's super rare to get a sort of conversation from a how are you type question. So getting to know players on an individual level, I always have a challenge for myself when I work with a group of players or with a team. Can I have an individual point of contact with every single player? So again, 18, 22 players, that's a lot of time to focus on individuals and not just the overall coaching of the environment. So why do you play? What do you want to achieve within the game? Where do you want to go with the game? Do you just like to play soccer because it's fun? Or do you like to play with your friends? Do you want to go to college? Do you want to be a pro? How do I know these things about you? And I've been a long time advocate of IDPs. And the IDP will give you as much information as you need to then be able to engage with every single player at training, because you know what their goals are, you know what they're working towards. So that's a constant point of reference. I know that you want to be a pro. Did you watch a game last weekend? I know your favorite player is Messi. Did you see Messi play in the Clasico last weekend? Now, what do you understand? What do you not understand? These are all components in my IDP template. These are things that you can ask a player and begin to understand what they do and do not understand. And now you have a constant point of reference to help them develop within the game's environment that you've created. Just from a simple conversation with a player, do you know why we might want to play the ball into that space there? Why do we look to play into the feet of the number 9? Why do we look to break that line of pressure? Why did you decide to play sideways into the pressure there? Now I want to build on, what do you think? What are you thinking when you get the ball? What are you thinking when you see such and such have the ball in a certain space? What are you thinking when the opponent does this? What do you want to do? What do you think we should be doing in this space? We want to play in this certain way. We've, as a team, have decided that this is going to be our approach. Now, what do you think of that? Do you think we need to change that? Do you think there are moments where we can do a little bit better?